Hi friends! Welcome to episode 57 of Annijuuti Knits. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel Annijuuti Knits. My name is Anniina. If we haven't met before, I'm a knitter and a knitwear designer from the west coast of Finland. And this is my channel where I talk about all my knitting, whether it's my own designs or just the projects that I'm working on. I do quite often knit other people's patterns as well because I get heavily inspired by the Instagram and so yeah. You can find all those things here and you are very welcome to join me in today's episode. Today is the day when the Tankar sweater is releasing. I am wearing it and maybe I'll just put some pictures here where you can see the whole sweater. I'm filming here on our bedroom today, so there's not much space to get up and show you, but yeah. You can have a look at those pictures. This is a design that has been in the works since early, I don't know, very early spring this year. And it first came out as a t-shirt and then I made it into a sweater version because it's more Finland appropriate. I forgot to say you can find me on Instagram as Annijuuti Knits and on Ravelry as Annijuuti. And if you have something to ask or if you just want to send me a message, you can also send me an email to annijuutiknits@gmail.com. So you are welcome to contact me in any of those platforms. So yeah, Tankar sweater and the pattern is out. I just clicked it online and it is discounted for the first couple of days. So Monday, 2nd of October, until then you can have the pattern 15% off if you are using the code TANKAR15 and then you will receive the discount. So go grab your copy. Tankar is a boat neck sweater with some short row shaping here on the shoulders, maybe you can see there, and drop shoulder design with a little decreases under the armpits. I made mine quite long sleeved because I enjoy a very snuggly fit. It has somewhat straight sleeves, or they are tapered, but I made the cuffs quite loose and it can easily be folded from the purl line, so I can get them off the way if I need. So yeah, that was my first admin for today. This yarn was gifted by Wool and it is the colorway Brilliant Mr. Fox and Wool BFL DK base. So it's a sock based BFL and it's just wonderful. I've been quite enjoying wearing this. I have worn it already this week and last week, so yeah, a very successful sweater for me and I love it, so I hope you love it too. One other piece of information is that I have the Fall of Socks knit along going on and you can participate on that knit along by working up any of my sock patterns. I have hashtags on Instagram, so use the hashtag Fall of Socks. I can't remember my own hashtags. I will put them here. So there's one for the projects and one for the finished objects, and I will then pick some winners after the knit along is done at the end of October. I should be releasing 2 more sock patterns before the end of October, so if you are a sock knitter like I am, then stay tuned because there will be a couple of releases, I hope. One is in testing, but the second one, I'm not too sure. I think I'm just looking down to my notes. My family is home today and there's like all the shouting. I hope you can't hear it because my boys are quite vocal, especially my soon 4-year-old. He's very loud and I can hear him all the time, so it kind of distracts my concentration. And that's also the reason why this won't be a hugely long episode, but I really wanted to film and get this video uploaded today because today is the day when the Tankar sweater is out. Maybe we'll do a little wardrobe change. Here we go. Let's go into my finished objects. If you have seen my last video, which was 7 days and 7 cast-ons, you probably thought that now she's all lost with her other WIPs, which there is a lot. But actually I've stayed on track pretty well. I'll show you this list that I made. So maybe you remember this. This was my WIPs to eliminate. This was the 2nd month in a row that I did this because I have a lot of languishing WIPs. I have a lot of projects from 2022. Actually now I only have 1 or actually 2, but the other one is a blanket. And if I quote Jana from the Finnish Knitting Stories, she says that WIPs or blankets doesn't count as WIPs. So I will play by that rule. I have 1 sweater from last, actually, I think it's from 21, it might be. So 1 WIP that is older than a couple of months. So I think I've done a decent job. So let's go into these. You probably can tell which pattern I'm wearing. This is my Ranunculus. This is my 3rd. No? Yes? Yeah, this is actually my 3rd Ranunculus. And this was inspired by all the lovely people making theirs. I started this in April this year. I don't think I brought the yarn, no. I had some Tunline, which is a viscose cotton and linen blend, and it was such an odd color. I don't think it really suited my skin tone. It was this something called terracotta, and I thought that wasn't really my color. So what I did was I paired it with British wool from Woolly Knits. I had a cone of harvest colorway. I'm struggling a bit today. So what I did marl those 2 together. Maybe I'll come closer. As you can see, there's 2 quite different colors. The other one is more like blush and the other one is more yellow. And together they turned into this beautiful ranunculus. I think I did the body of this or the main portion of this ranunculus in 4 days, I believe. But then I started working the sleeve. I decided that I wanted an elbow length sleeve. I ended up knitting the sleeve 3 times. And it's not perfect. The first sleeve is definitely not perfect. There's like the decreased line is very harsh here. So I had to decrease a little bit too rapidly, because I was then going for the elbow length, and it didn't work out. It was first of all, it was too long, then it was too baggy, and then it was too long, and I just decided to continue. And first sleeve was, I think I ripped out also the ribbing and the short rows, not the ribbing, there's an I-cord. So I modified the pattern. I didn't go go by the pattern because, you know, I know better. I was improvising. I didn't want to dig out the pattern. It's a long pattern. And I just, yeah, I winged it. It didn't work out. I ended up ripping parts of the sleeve 4 times. So, yeah. I did make some short rows in the sleeve. It was all wonky, and I think I took a picture at some point. Maybe I'll insert it here. Then I had to do the cuffs, or I made the cuff second time here. I made from, wow, I can't even remember. I knit and reknit and ripped back and reknit the sleeves quite a few times. But I ended up with the quite nice sleeves. There's no short rows. I just blocked this side a bit longer. When you bend your elbow, it doesn't seem shorter. In a perfect world, they could be slightly tighter from the cuff, but hey ho, who cares? It is a very wearable ranunculus, and I'm pretty happy with the results, even though it took me a while. If something that I have learned is if you are in doubt, rip back, because there's nothing worse than a project that doesn't really feel right and then you end up not wearing it. So I ripped back quite a few times. I was practicing some patience, and it turned out pretty nice. And this color combination it feels very me. It feels very comfortable. I made it quite loose. I don't know. There's like, I think there's definitely like 12 centimeters of positives, maybe 5-6 inches. And yeah, it's really lovely, and it's a bit tingly, I think, with the British wool, but I think it'll get better while I wear it. Okay. I feel like I'm in a rush. As you saw, there was also 2 other ticks in my WIPs to eliminate box, and I finally finished my husband's what did I call them? Black Lodge. Twin Peaks socks, Black Lodge socks. So these are inspired by the Black Lodge in Twin Peaks. The reference picture here tells you a bit of my inspiration. So the velvet curtains, the red velvety curtains, and then this chevron floor. And when he wears it, it's like the chevron is on the floor and the curtains is up. Curtains are up on the ankles. These are, I actually gifted them already yesterday to him. We had our wedding anniversary yesterday, and I finally gifted these socks to him, and he wore them already last night, so they are not in a perfect condition, but yeah, I wanted him to try them on, and he wore them the whole evening. So there was no pattern. I was just winging it. I just started 72 stitches for the cuff and for the leg, and then I inserted some color work and winged it. But I've shown those quite a few times already, so there's nothing more to say about those socks. But finally, he has actually asked for those, or inspired by the Black Lodge, and this was my interpretation, and he was happy to receive those finally. Okay, let's go into a next finished object. I know, I'm on a roll. I have 4 finished objects in total for today, and I'm pretty proud of myself. I did finish my painting bricks socks. I've also talked about these quite a few times. I have started these in February this year, And I made one sock. It was all fun and games, and then the second cuff felt like forever long because it's a folded cuff. So it's double thickness, and I stalled with the project, but now they are complete. They are fabulous and I love them, and you have already seen the picture of them, and they are just happy and bright and whatever you can hope for the dark season ahead, because as I said, I live in Finland and it's pretty dark for the most part of the winter, so we can already see the change. The mornings are not quite so bright when you wake up. It doesn't really help to open your curtains because it's pitch black still. But yeah, that's what you get when you're living here very north of the world. I do have one more finished object. I'm sorry if I'm just constantly I have this mushroom chair that you can it's the top of the chair is turning, so I apologize if that's annoying to you. Okay, one last finished object is my mitts. These are, it's pretty dark, it's gloomy outside. These are knit without a pattern. It's just a simple stockinette mitten. The lighting is so bad. I don't know how much you can see. Nothing fancy. I've shown these already last time. They were my handbag project, and I just made, I can't even remember, maybe I did 48 did? No, can't remember. I will link all my project pages in the description if you do want to check them out. I have tried to keep them as, what's the word? I've tried to put my notes in there, and I can actually feel this not staying the place where I want it to be. I did omit the short rows in the front because I don't like a sweater that hugs my throat. But yeah, just a simple stripy pair of mitts, and they are perfect for this weather. And this yarn was some sort of plastic. It wasn't acrylic, but it is polyamide and something else. I also showed the bald man in my latest podcast episode. So yeah, I do have quite a bit of this yarn left. It was 100-gram ball, and I used, I think, 30 grams. So basically I could whip up 3 of these pairs in from one ball. I did a gusset increase here on the thumb, and then just very plain and simple mitt. I even did omit all the ribbing from, so it's just cast on and cast off edge, and it gets to roll on its own. But those were all the things that I have done lately. I have 3 WIPs that I want to show you, or 4, maybe I have 4, and then I think we are done for today. But before we go into my WIPs, I would like to show you, now today's the 30th of September, so I would like to show you my goals for the month of October. And here are my goals. In my previous list, if you saw, I had these maybe boxes here after the line. And I finished all the things that I wanted, and then I had these 2 maybe boxes. This time I don't have maybe boxes, I have just goals. And because this has been such an inspiring way to crack on with my stuff, with my WIPs. I will try to concentrate on these alongside with my design work. So this is the hobby part, and then the job part is different. So yeah, this time I want to finish up my Zweig, and there was this single malt sweater, yellow raglan, baby cardigan, rusko beanie, DK socks, and stripy socks. I will show you a couple of these. I didn't bring them all because I knew that my time is limited, and also if you saw my latest episode, which was my 7 days and 7 cast-ons, I haven't worked on the sweater, the yellow raglan sweater and the baby cardigan since I filmed, or the hat. So I will just show you those other things. They are behind the camera on the bed, so I'll just grab those. I went to a training this week, and trainings can be very they test your concentration, but I knew this guy who I have been into his training before, and he is pro knitting. He says that if knitting helps you concentrate, then bring your knitting. So I took my Zweig sweater, and whoa! I almost did the whole body, or I finished almost all the body. So this was my marker from Wednesday, here. So I did all this in that 8-hour training plus the train rides. So I did 20 centimeters. I have almost finished the rib, but I didn't have a tape measure with me. We had these rulers because I'm an optical salesperson and we were using our tools. So I had this ruler with me and I was just trying to estimate the length for this body. So I think I will give it a slight steam before I finish up the ribbing, and I need to put it on this try-on tubing and or stitch cord, and I will then try it on to see how the length and the width is, because I haven't tried it on since I was approximately here. So yeah, I think I need to try it on. So I will give it a light steam maybe this weekend, and then I will see how it goes. But this is one of the things that I really want to finish. I have almost done the body, so it shouldn't be a problem to whip up 2 sleeves, and then I would be able to wear this Zweig sweater. The Zweig, if you don't know, is a pattern by Caitlin Hunter, also known as Spoiled Knitworks, and it's a very popular pattern. I omitted the texture stitches on the body because I'm using tweed yarn, and it's quite tweedy, so I didn't want to add anything more to it. So I think it works as a plain body as well. So yeah, this was one of the sweaters that I have worked quite a bit on. So yeah, maybe a 10-hour day. I did get some progress made into this, and I was thinking I will start doing 30 minutes a day, and that way I will make sure that I will get a move on with my projects, and this will be my first 30 minutes of knitting for that challenge. The other one that I had on my list was the single malt sweater, and I can't even remember where I was when I last showed it, but I assume that I have done a bit of work with it. So this is the sweater. It's for my husband, and it's this lovely Finnish wool. It's villavanttuut wool, and the colorway is called Hirose. I'm struggling with my lighting today. Yeah, the window is there, and I know it's not the best of lighting, but yeah, I have enjoyed working on it. I just attached my second ball, and I think after I finish the Zweig, this will be the 30 minutes of knitting, because it gets a bit monotonous to knit on something like this when it's like one colored, and then even though there are these textured rows, I sometimes get bored. So yeah, that's gonna be one of those things that I really want to finish. And then this wasn't on the list because this is a work thing, but I really need to whip up the second sock for my Wandering Nomad socks, because I am planning on releasing this pattern in maybe not in a week, but we'll say 12th maybe on the I haven't watched the date or checked the dates yet, but the test ends next week. I think it was by Wednesday, and most of my testers have already finished their test knit, and I'm so happy to see all the different color combinations. One was made with dark background. I think it was even close to black with some neon or very bright pink and green, and it was such a fun combination of colors. And then one was with single colored stripes but some yellow. It was like a dark navy with some creamy white contrast, and then there was this beautiful mustard yellow here. So yeah, I've been really enjoying seeing all these different color combinations, and my testers have worked their magic. And this is a fun pattern, just simple striping, the fleegle heel, and then some interesting color work at the end of it. So I am excited to release this pattern. This is one of my this is a sock pattern for once which is completely my style, because I fell in love in the beginning with colorwork socks. So this is like going back to my roots, and I just love this. So yeah, that's one thing that I need to finish very soon. Things on my list. I don't think I even had this cowl there. I didn't bring it or put it on the list because I'm nearly done with it. This is my Vohveli cowl. I have worked on it, and it's going to be for my brother. I just finished one ball of the Drops Merino Extra Fine. I need to attach another ball. I don't remember, but I think I'm this much short. So I won't be using the second ball as a whole, so maybe half of it. And this will be done next time you see me. It looks quite small, but I will block it and it will be something like this. So Vohveli cowl will be done next. So those were the things that I've been working on. And one thing that I haven't been working on that much, but some work, and this is one of those projects that need to be finished quite soon, because I'm kind of already done with it. It was fun and the games in the beginning, but now these are just not my colors. This is the sock that I did. Oh my god, all the colors here. So yeah, this was on the list because this needs to be done. And I think it's the cutting the yarn every now and again. That's my problem, because sometimes I just want to do vanilla knitting, and this is not vanilla, because you need to pay attention to the rows, and then I weave in the ends as I go, so it's always a hassle to change colors, and there's just 3 rows of contrast in between, so I got bored. I think it's because of the colors, but I know the recipient will appreciate those colors. And that was all the projects that I brought to show you today. Life news, not much. I have been quite busy at work. We had an inventory yesterday, and we do an inventory 4 times a year, so it's always a little bit of extra work. And I was in a training Wednesday, and yeah, one thing that I have to look forward to, I'm not actually looking forward to it, but I have a tonsillectomy coming up in the next 4 weeks, so I will have my throat cut open. And, that's not something that I'm looking forward to. Wow, I almost forgot. Acquisitions. Maybe you've seen them here. Yesterday I had an exciting package from Edinburgh, and I have an online friend, Rebecca. You might also know her as what's her handle? Wow, I completely lost it. I can't remember. I'll put it here. I'm sorry, Rebecca. But we've been talking back and forth, and we decided to do a little yarn swap. And Shinsi is moving back to Spain, and she has been living in Scotland for the last 10 years. She wanted to send me some from Scotland, and I received it yesterday. It was on the way quite a few, maybe it was more than 2 weeks, probably. We were both a little bit worried about the package taking its time. But she sent me some goodies, and I will show them to you now. This is Nervous Fiber sock yarn. The colors are not really showing perfectly, but it's this beautiful chocolatey brown with 2 minis from Dina's Home of Crafts, and these 2 minis are just beautiful autumnal. It doesn't really translate too well, but beautiful burnt oranges and greens, and if you know, you know. They are so me, and I will definitely be making a pair of socks for myself with these two minis and this main color. And then she sent me this amazing alpaca rose fiber. This is 50% alpaca and 50% rose fiber. And wow, the drape factor is real. It's so drapey. It's so nice. It's so soft. It's amazing. I don't know where to put it, and it's just so gorgeous. And this deep red, which is completely also right up my alley. So thank you, Rebecca. This is amazing, and I just love all these all these yarns. So thank you. I will be sending mine when she gets to Spain. So now the pressure is on me, because I need to deliver as beautiful as she did. So looking forward to that. I will be going to Spain in the end of November. There is Barcelona Knits, and I am meeting up with Selma and Ivana from the Republic of Me, and also probably Anastasia from Free Your Sheep, and Camilla from Camijo Knit. So I am excited, and Lisa from And So On. So we are going to go for dinner. We are going to go for Barcelona knits, and I'm super, super, super excited. I am traveling on my own for the first time since, I don't know, 2015, and I am super happy about that. So looking forward to that. I have to say thank you so much for all the lovely comments in my last episode. There was a lot of encouragement about my Vlogmas idea, and I'll be definitely doing a Vlogmas this year. So looking forward to that. And you are so sweet with all your concern, and it was so nice to hear that you are excited about the idea of Vlogmas, and I will start collecting ideas and things that I would like to include to my Vlogmas. But that was all for now, and thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for being here. If you are not subscribed to my channel yet and you would like to be, then please hit the subscribe button with the bell if you want get notified when I upload a new video. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Happy knitting. Bye.